All right. Give me a second here. All right. Morning. Oh, I helped myself out so much with these pencils. Okay, let's get rid of some of this junk around here. Yeah. All right. This is how we warm up, just by erasing stuff. That's my usual tradition. How you doing, man? Oh, interesting. It says different things on different. Your comment there says different things on, like on my laptop. It says blah. On my phone, it says some kind of, I think, character, like potentially Chinese, and then about. Was this all a trick to see if I could say about Canadianly? Yeah, it's a weird. I haven't seen that before. Maybe the phone tried to translate it, and it just because blah sounds more like you. Okay, let's. Hey, Monty, how you doing, man? I gotta work a little bit on this because I don't have anything. I don't have anything for this blank spot yet. I gotta figure something out for that. Yeah, it might be getting auto translated. Like, let's translate blah to English. I'm doing all right, buddy. Did we show wings before this? I don't think I did. Yeah, so let's elaborate a little bit. We could put in a panel border. That's always a possibility if we can find a ruler. Come on, man. You draw once a week now. You should be able to keep track of this shit. Fly to live. Where the fuck? Oh shit. Did we hide it from kids? We might have hid it from kids. Oh, there it is. The bottom side didn't look like a ruler. It's got that corkboard shit. So my eyes refuse to recognize it. Oh, that looks, no. We're not breaking panel borders on this bottom one. Tiny little bottom one. I don't think, unless we're breaking it with the ship. We might be breaking it with the ship. Fuck! Yeah, a little out of practice, but I can still belt it. That's what everybody comes here for. It's for kick-ass art and melodies. I think I do want to... I think I do want to pop it out a little bit. That's not a bad idea, actually, now that I've drawn that panel border. It's okay. It's not like we're new with, whiteout is uncharted ground or anything. Okay, maybe I should actually figure out the physics of this fucking wing here. That's something that was scrap. Okay, let me see here. So, not the 01. Okay. Very Beatlesque. I'm not gonna be able to get the back of this thing in, am I? I think we just ignore the one panel that has shown the wing up until now. And kind of like that. Yeah. Hey, Yuki. Thanks very much. How's it going? Nothing more like that. Sure. And then wait for the tail, seeing as I didn't leave myself enough room to draw the tail. Whatever. Something like that. No, get down, get down. You know, like, kind of like that. And then if I want a single thing with a fin there and a bunch of, yeah, that works. Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, I think that works for them. It's interesting because I'm trying to come up with a look that is at least slightly different from the blood vessel, but the blood vessel is like the kind of ship I draw, I guess. I even had a thing to back it up where it's like, oh, it's stolen Clerg tech, even though the Clerg tech is all stolen tech anyway. Okay, well, here, let's figure out the path of the wing here. No. Up. Kind of like that, I guess. And where's the actual ship? So, hey, Lee, how you doing, buddy? You don't have a wrench on your screen? I have a wrench on for you on my screen. That's weird. Thanks, Monty. Appreciate it, man. You know, it's bit of progression for the tech. Gigantic fucking thruster in the back. So, and they're in the Death Star chasm as well. Do we even see the? I don't think we do. I don't think we see the canopy from the front, from the back. It's little shields now. Huh, okay. Knights of Blood Force assemble. Just get a bit more. Around each one there. There we go. Looking like Astro Train. A little bit, right? Maybe I should look at Astro Train. Knights of the Blood Table. Anime Studios. How's it going? Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Oh, fuck. I didn't lose the brush again, did I? Oh, is that it there? That is it. It fell on the floor and no cat or child got to it. Crazy. Hey, Sheldon. How you doing, buddy? Oh, wait a minute. Where's the fucking... I don't have the paper towel anymore? She gets thrown out? Okay, let's see here. I swear, I almost I thought I lost the brush again because I got up for a second. Attention span is not been benefiting from this whole situation. Okay. You know, you just did a cover with a ship flying and, like, you know, afterburner shit. Let me see if I can... Oh, Christ. That's all generator. Oh, wait, you know what? It's in the scanner still. That'd be great. In like 4 days, when I can actually put things down, and there's very little chance of it having changed when you put that active. Hey, okay, how you doing? On a Sunday, no less. I appreciate the solidarity. Quitting your job so that you can get on the live streams. If only more people had your dedication. And I appreciate you subbing there, Anime Studios. Oh, you got suspended. Fuck's sake. I mean, I got flat out fired, so you're one up on me. Congratulations, though, for sure. Stealing the cocoa leaves. We would all assume, right? There's no reason for a big plume in the middle, otherwise it would be kind of cool looking. Oh, I think that's the fin that I was trying to indicate there. Gamefire is just next step. I'm sure it's coming next week. Oh, yeah. Well, again, the solidarity, I appreciate. Were you insulting Colombians to Colombians again? Because I imagine, like, just kind of frowns on that, even out there. The portfolio review on David Finch's channel tomorrow. I hadn't heard about that. Probably not, because getting a few hours to myself is kind of difficult, but particularly scheduled. I mean, Finch was never one of my guys. I was out of image stuff before he got on there. Details for it are on his community notes on his... Okay. I want Sheldon's job, I think, where you can afford, like, original art, but you still get free time to watch every single live stream that every comic creator does. I think that sounds ideal. So you're just multitasking that shit, man. I gotta tip my hat to you, but you know, if that's not the case, I assume government. Using the brush right out the gate. Streets are mostly clear now. Oh, from the snow. Good stuff. More like not having a life outside work. Yeah, I mean, that is how anything gets done in comics, I think. It's just like, you know, it's the triangle where it's like work, comics, social life. And he picked two. You know? And I think most people pick work and comics if they're in it. Okay, I'll fix this up so it looks less like Raggedy Ann here. And we'll let that dry for not the stream. Okay, what is the outline? It's fucking crazy. It just looks a little dick-like, doesn't it? I don't think the fin would be visible. No, not really. You need a hair dryer. Oh, for the ink. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have one. I still haven't checked, but this is the test though. It's like Fred Kwan in Galaxy Quest. It's like, seems okay to me. Is there air? You don't know. That is a movie I could watch like once a month and I'd be okay. It's up there with Triple. Yeah, I agree. It's funny too because it sounds like it could have been a very different movie. I think we're gonna need some white spritz over this at the end of this too. Maybe next week, but you know, not this week. But like you know, going for the PG-13 audience they originally wanted, I don't think it would have been as good. I don't think it would have been as successful. Again, because they're not like it's kind of similar to Blood Force. They're not sticking with the trope that they were parodying. If they go PG-13, right? If you make it more of an like an adult comedy, if you stick within the bounds, then it I don't know. They've also perfectly accomplished what they set out to do. Yes, I agree with that. Absolutely. It feels to me like if you take the thing, like you know, you're making fun of it, but you still want to nostalgify it. Which I mean, I guess they were pretty. It was pretty after Star Trek went off the air. But you know, there's still a nostalgia element at that point because it'd be a couple of years since it had been out. But I think, yeah, if you want to try that hypocritical thing where you're making fun of the thing that you're going, hey, remember this? You have to try and keep it in the like the I don't know. Like I guess genre is the word, but like in terms of you know PG TV in that case. Lovingly ribbing, yeah, exactly. Hey Ray, how's it going? That is the thing with Blood Force, where like every once in a while people suggest like you know you got to put in sex jokes or you know make people swear more. I don't think I've seen that too much, but you know that kind of thing. And it's like you got to remember, they were making fun of Image Comics, and Image Comics were fucking childish. Again, while hypocritically saying, "Aren't these great?" Okay, good. Yeah, I would agree with that. Parody, yeah, the best parodies are people who love what they're parodying. Yeah. Um, like this. Yeah, this needs to be a little smaller to get some kind of perspective. Otherwise, it looks like we're looking at it flat on at best, if not reversed a little. You don't need the swearing or sex jokes too much. Just need some topic scenes, nothing crazy. Yeah, no. I mean, that's what variant covers are for, right? I'm debating the diegetic kind of thing about things like back matter, whether that counts, if I can swear in that, or if I can, you know, like if people want to throw in topless shots of Max Streamus in fan art, it's like, do I include that? I don't know. Satirize genre, you have to do the genre, and yours might actually be a good example. Yes, no, I mean, I think that's the best kind of satire. RoboCop, as always. That's the thing. I love RoboCop so much. It's like that's the example of how you do satire. That's how you know. You make fun of the things so hard, using all the tropes, but you do them better than most movies do. And that way the funny hits harder. Does that even work? Not really. I don't know about that fucking arm. I picked a bad angle for that wing. Feels like Blood Force should get close, but steer away from nudity. Yeah, I mean that's where I'm thinking. Yeah. I think it's funny to have the Max Dream because like it feels like you got to acknowledge the over sexualization aspect by having Max Dreamus be overtly sexual, but in a PG comic. And it's like, how do you walk that tightrope? It's like, well, we're gonna fucking find out. So shit like her, like basically slowly stripping in issue 2, and then blue balling Hawkstab as she walks out. Keep it Cheesequake and not outright nerd. Yeah, that. But I am wondering about things like the letters pages and any kind of end notes and fan art. You know, it's like, can I wink in that stuff? I don't know. I don't think this quite works. Oh well, we'll just kind of like fudge it and then just kind of go, shh, it worked. You can just believe me. Gotta do a clerk in the shower. Oh no, like in Rejects? How do you make a lizard person pout? Asking for a friend. Only thing that justified early image comics being not code approved was the occasional excess of blood, otherwise they were just yes. Although, they did like to kind of tout that, you know, they were more hardcore. It's funny. You look at, like, Seth Silvestri really got sick of the fact that he kept having to draw Wolverine. And, was drawing this guy with unbreakable, you know, impossibly sharp claws, who was a berserker who never stabbed anybody with them or cut anybody with them, really. And that you know, just bugged him. And then he goes into Cyberforce, where it's like, you didn't do a whole lot of blood there either. You talked about fucking child abuse for some reason. Maybe Todd convinced you it was a good idea. Actually, I think this should be more, because we're pretty close to right behind the thing. This is too far off to the side. Like Doom Patrol, they kept the PG, but they dropped. I mean, you can do PG, totally, and not even like you're rolling your eyes that you have to do PG. You can just have fun with it, and I mean that's kind of where I'm at. Where there's some light language, but it's kind of along the lines of, you know, damn hell, maybe do the asterisks, you know? I mean, even this feels like it's kind of... Yeah, a little bit less. Around there. I feel like this is something I've kind of avoided talking about in the past because people do like to spitball about having fun with, you know, a raunchier version of Blood Force. And it's like, okay, I don't want to say anything because you guys have fun. But no, I do just kind of see it as a PG book that occasionally kind of ventures into PG-13, mostly in terms of blood. Most of the blood is green alien blood, so that's true. We can get it past the Comics Code Authority probably by claiming it's slime. I wonder if Kitchen Sink would be willing to sell us the. Is it Kitchen Sink or Tundra or one of those who has the copyright for Comics Code Authority? I wonder if they'd lend it to us for the to put on the cover. Or if I just put it on the cover, is Kitchen Sink gonna give a shit? Probably not, right? That would be a little dark, I feel like. If they find out that somebody used the Comics Code Authority and then sued them, I'd be like, oh, dude, you fell to the dark side. My favorite comics swearing is the symbols. Yeah, actual profanity scribbled all over is my second favorite. Okay. I liked when Lethargic Lad would very clearly, do the word and then like black over the word with a bar. And then do crunk. I always like that one. Hey, Ange, how you doing, buddy? Pixel Forge. This is Metal on Metal by Anvil. See? Metal on Metal. And I'm hoping Comic King gets here soon because he's going to miss the Anvil. And that's going to kick himself for it. But then there's other stuff that he's recommended on here, so it's okay. Some of those old Marvel Transformers comics were fucking brutal. Okay, cool. Good. Team America got away with that crazy sex scene because they were dull. Kind of, yes. Oh, they got away with that shit ton because they were... I guess if you can, disassemble them and shit, right? It would have been interesting seeing the editorial meeting where they realized that. It's like, we can do whatever we want with these guys. Because they're not peoples. Team America did the section to get an R rating because otherwise it would have been PG-13. Okay. Okay, I feel, okay, this thing here is kind of breaking the wall a little bit, but we need a border here. Come on. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it completed for sure. It's just at the moment still in a holding pattern. It's not fun. Oh, fuck's sake. Did I not turn off my fucking notifications? Fuck. Now my fucking hockey pool is going to be all talking through the entire stream, I'm sure. No, PG can only use one F word. I believe it is now. I think I remember noticing that with the Adam Sandler classic Click, where it was a PG movie and they said fuck within the first 10 minutes, I feel like. And they didn't say it again. Well, you know what? It's a good way to tell is Tremors. What's Tremors rated? PG-13. Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah. Maybe it was rated PG-13 then. Yeah, now I have no idea. Okay. Old PG or modern PG? Okay, is that the difference? Hey, Brain, how you doing, buddy? All right, well, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. That is the thing. I mean, there's pre-Gremlins PG, right? Which is very different. It just, it actually means what it says when it says parental guidance. You gonna be on Wednesday or I'm considering being on Wednesday. They're leaving Wednesday morning. All right, buddy. I'll see you shortly regardless, right? What was the other Spielberg movie that fucked it over for PG? Was it an indie movie? Was it Temple of Doom? I feel like it might have been Temple of Doom. So Brain just showed up to appreciate the Dawkins and then took off again. Sticking on brand. I respect it. It was Temple? Okay. Yeah, if anything is going to make people think twice about what PG means, I feel like that would be one, yeah. Where you're ripping people's hearts out of their chests and shit. Like monkey brains. Yep, there's that too. Even just the shit with like where Indy turns evil, that's fucking creepy. Where he becomes part of the Kalimah tribe. Or cult, whichever. I feel like we just heard this song. Or is this the same action? Same action, same song. No, it's a different song. Okay. It was the stone boob grabbing. Wasn't that Naked Gun? No, I guess not. Okay. Thuggies. Oh, okay. Was that it? Yeah, it's been a while. I will rewatch Temple of Doom occasionally, I suppose, but that's like a once every 5 or 10 years kind of thing. Is like, if you put it on once a year, I'd be like, okay, let's go. Last Crusade is a little bit less than that, but it's kind of in the same vein. Let's put our Metroplex tech into effect. It really was either this, like the comic, or a career as a lyricist. Back to Son of Theater is like, what the heck up, yeah. Is there another stone boob grab scene? Man, I guess that's more pervasive than I thought. Most remember because of playing Lego Indiana Jones Trilogy. Yes, that is also what I thought of immediately when you said Thuggy. That's a good fucking game. Those early Lego games. Kick ass before they started talking. I don't appreciate the talking. Yeah, before this, yes, exactly. Yeah, like I don't need to hear, like, you know, that was, you don't need to hear Batman. You kind of know what Batman. They did a good job of showing them talking without talking, and it made for funnier gags. Completely took me out of it when they started talking. There was like 4 or 5 like great Lego games for a while there. Yeah, yeah. The Star Wars and Lego one and Indiana Jones ones. The Batman one was pretty good too. The first one where I started noticing it going nuts was the Pirates of the Caribbean one, and then the Avengers one was just like both of those were just, you know, like there's way too much going on in those fucking games. So part of the one of the main things about the games that was so much fun was that they were you could complete it. You know, it felt like the Avengers one and the Pirates of the Caribbean one you could, but there's gonna be so much more fucking work to do it. Harry Potter too was like that. Played too many of those fucking games, but I was working at a video store at the time, so I could play for free. What am I doing here? That? I feel like no. We got it now. Most predictable lyrics possible, you know? It's just comforting. Got surplus games they sold for $20. I would poke. Yeah, for sure. I did that with PS2 and later 360 games. You know, which was a little bit tougher in the PS2 days because they didn't print them on Blu-rays yet, Blu-ray discs. So, like, you know, if you were getting a secondhand disc, like you could be pretty sure that thing was gonna freeze on you somewhere, and then that was your game. All right. I mean, you know, if you're gonna go, if someone's willing to go halvesies on it, then yeah, for sure. And I mean, you know, if your mom's gonna play it too, that's also cool. I'm glad you're appreciating the score. Yes. I One of these days I gotta spend more time, like invest some time investigating more songs. I feel like this list could be like thousands of songs long. They're just like average hair metal songs. Don't have to be classics necessarily, just stuff that's good in the background. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't think this works. I really did not understand the physics of this wing when I drew it. And I can't seem to wrap my head around it. Oh well. Sound effect. There we go. Fixed. No, I'm curving my hand here. That's not good. Okay, so let go, fucker. The thing is, like, as soon as the stream ends, I completely forget about anything that happened on the stream. So the hair metal soundtrack goes completely out of my brain until maybe 20 minutes before the next stream, and it's like, oh right, I should add songs. You know what? I should probably try and mask some of this off. Yeah, you have to DM me because otherwise I will not remember anything. Does that work? That would... I feel like this is actually necessary now. So, DM me on Discord. I think, yeah, you're on Discord, Sheldon, yeah. It's probably the easiest way to go, because I do keep up with that fairly often, because I don't want the Discord server to fall apart. So I figure I gotta stop in all the time, and at least react to everything. Okay, let's... we want it like black here and then slowly fade to details. But like cross-hatched off? I think so. And then light to here at the bottom. So largely silhouette this, I think. Yeah, I think so. So, okay, we'll get rid of most of that wing. Away from the count. I heard my name. Did you ask me something? Oh. No, I was saying, well, we were saying how I forget everything because of I was talking about the soundtrack. And how what was it? Yeah, the whole thing. Usually, as soon as I get off the stream, I forget everything that happened on the stream. So I have to... And then I'll forget about it until about 20 minutes before the next stream. So, Lee was saying, if you want him to remember anything, DM him. It's like, yeah, that is correct. I was mostly racking my brain there for a second, going like, did I say Sheldon's name? I don't remember doing that. And hey, Micah, how's it going? And hey, Saboteur. Ahoy, hoy, indeed. Oh, so in that case, since it's being silhouetted, we don't need an edge light because it's going to be all light. Okay, yeah, I got it. I was going to get there eventually. Okay, where is... Okay, give me some... Oh, wait. There we go. I should probably come up with a vanishing point for this. No, not my other pencil. What will I do? Want it roughly like that? No. Maybe I don't need that much of a vanishing point because I don't think... No. Yeah. I don't want it converging like that, I don't think. Do I? Sounds like it's raining pretty heavily out there. Which is no shock. I feel like I pulled this trick on the Popo double page sprint with what is essentially speed lines in the background, and you have to find a transition point between that and background tech. And mostly we do it by blocking out with some kind of foreground element. It's interesting already kind of going back to it. Oh, it's doing it again. Biff did that at the beginning of the screen where he did something that the chat didn't recognize, the chat algorithm, whatever the AI is running that shit. So it did the shrug thing in the comments on my laptop, but on my phone, it translated it to what I believe is a Chinese character. Curious to see YouTube sabotaging itself with its AI. Just causing confusion. Doesn't have Unicode or something? Okay. It's interesting. Oh yeah, I opened my window, but it was actually a little too warm in here. Oh shit, it's locked. Fuck. We'll test something? Alright, this sounds good. Let's do this. Only we'll do white lines to... That'll be the transition. Because we're clever like that. Hey Dennis, how's it going? Thanks very much. Appreciate it. It does show up. Like I get both those particular things on both those particular icons, but it also again has a Chinese character next to it or something. A Chinese character over an A by the looks of it. Again, just glancing at it. Oh, just that one. Same thing. Shows the icon on the phone, but again, next to those characters. Doesn't have the characters on my laptop. Here it is. Do I need? I don't think I need the ruler, at least not for the moment. That's a Unicode thing? Okay. Well, now we know. It's the first day I've seen it, and I've seen it twice, so it's like, felt worth mentioning. So the phone doesn't have it. Okay, okay. Be careful to make sure these converge properly. I've fucked it up before. Trying to do freehand speed lines, and I feel like there's a fair bit of Iron Maiden on this we've gotten today. It feels weird when Discord gets into a group. But, no, as I was saying, I've done this before where I'm freehanding speed lines, and then you get to the edge, it's like, oh shit. I was way off. Yeah, kind of that's happening here, but that's okay. Let me just fill that in. The Tiwaz ring. Okay. So you'd be familiar. You get the fuck up. Get colored in already, dick. Yeah, I'm kind of doing it all over here, actually, but not quite turning the ruler enough with each line here. Oh, that looks like I might be going too far the other way now. So naturally overcompensate. Okay, good stuff. When in doubt, black it out. Yeah, I kind of want this as being a, you know, slightly anime moment, I guess. So, many speed lines, high detail on background tech. You know, we want this essentially being the shot in Akira where we get the landscape of the city and then the helicopter just kind of drops into shot and zooms off with the drums in the background. I think that's the feel I'm going for, maybe. I feel like that's the feel I'm going for with most things with ships in this comic. I always love that shot. No, we're not turning it enough. That's fine, I guess. Finding out that most Japanese comics use speed lines with computer templates now. I mean, you would. Why would you do that with humans like any longer than you had to? It's a fucking nightmare. It looks great. It's also time consuming and destroys your artist's wrists. It just, you know, it doesn't surprise me that that's one of the things they would replace. It's like, yes, of course you would. That was the image of manga in America for many years, and it is so not representative of your average manga. No, oh, the helicopter dropping in? Or I guess just Akira in general, really. That was the only manga I had experience with growing up. It set the bar a little high, I guess. So you see shit like Dragon Ball, and it's like, what the fuck is this crap? When completely confident, also black it out. Yes, I don't disagree with that either. It's when you're like, kind of like, I think it's works. Don't black it out. You're probably making bad decisions. But yeah, that's probably why I watched so little manga, is because that was my first exposure to manga. Wait, anime. My bad. Sorry. I apologize. That very little kind of lived up to that. My brother had a couple that I would rewatch, like Ninja Scroll. I would say that's a similar kind of level of quality. He also had the first Evangelion, which I didn't really watch much of. It's too much, you know, anime nonsense. I don't care about your fucking relationships. Just go destroy a city already. You're in Ghost in the Shell, Japan anime. Yeah. You know, I'm sure other stuff would have lived up. Like, I still haven't checked out Vampire Hunter D. Or... fuck, what's the... I don't remember what any of them are even called anymore. I remember Bastard being one that was being talked about before. When I say being talked about, I mean being talked about by my brother. Because I didn't have any other kind of fucking source. Cowboy Bebop? I don't think Cowboy Bebop would have been my jam. What's the... whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, I did mention Ninja Scroll. That one, like I said, I didn't have access to most of them. I wasn't gonna buy just like an average anime thing. I didn't have any friends who were into anything like that. So whereas my brother did, so he could just watch the stuff that they had, and then go, okay, I will also buy that. I had to just watch the stuff he bought, and I didn't care enough about it to go doing my own research. But yeah, Ninja Scroll was one I would rewatch fairly often because that was fucking dope. There's a modern dub for the Vampire Hunter D original film. Oh, okay. Hey, Robo, how you doing? This did not go well. This doesn't work in comparison. Oh well. Now I think I want something similar here leading into tech, and that's going to be a bit more difficult. Will this erase? There's a good question. I feel like I've scribbled over this several times to the point where it's going to leave a smudge no matter what. Not too bad. Where's those crumbly fucking bullshit erasers? Those did better with that. They seem to disappear. I think I put them away. There we go. Nah, they don't do much more. Hey, Genuine, how's it going, buddy? Glad you appreciate the inking there, Robo. And comic book analysis. How's it going? Thanks very much. Can you reach me on social media? There is a link tree, actually, in the description on this, I believe. Yeah. So that'll have my Instagram, Discord, all that. I discovered link trees like 3 months ago, so. Well, no, I didn't discover them, but finally figured out how to set one up. Bloodlust. I haven't heard of that one. Honestly, most of the names are going out of my head right now, though. Like, there's the ones that Jim Lee used to watch that I can usually remember, so that I can reference them in the videos, but they're not there right now. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. Okay. See, that's the thing. I only know Vampire Hunter D. That's it. I don't know anything else about it. I think I still got a couple of recommended anime movies saved that I've never gotten around to. Like I think Blood the Last Vampire was one, and potentially Basilisk. Still haven't watched them, and those were recommended. I think over a year ago now. There's a few tracks in the movie where it sounds like Invader Zim, and I'm convinced those like 2 tracks influenza. Could be. Yonan Vasquez, I'm quite sure, watched a whole lot of anime when he was a kid. Wouldn't be surprised. Assuming he had anything to do with the soundtrack. He might not have, but. I feel like we need Blinky lights. Sure. Got accomplished so much. The buyer shows up and he's in like 2 times. Okay, yeah, that would be that seems like fairly straightforward evidence. Oh, this is all still wet, isn't it? A little bit, a little bit. Fuck. What am I doing on this thing? On the fin? Do the blinky lights do anything? I feel like not so much. Would smears of black do anything? So I'm kind of thinking about that, just having like a zhuzh here and there. A zhuzh. Let's zhuzh it up. If it doesn't work, I don't think anybody will really notice. No, it's like, yeah. This is the thing I gotta like get over is like when I want to try something, I'm like, is this gonna work? And you know, if it doesn't, will I get called out for it? It's like you can just fucking try shit, and if it doesn't work, people will go, "Oh, he tried shit." You know? I gotta get this out of my head. But this is, I think part of it is the parody aspect or the, you know, sticking with the tropes. Is like, does this completely adhere to the trope as it was previously established? It's like, fuck you, man, draw shit. Actually, I don't think that looks too bad. That looks fine. It does. I honestly don't think it improves it or detracts from it. You, no, you. There we go. Fuck it. Oh, there's the 08. I feel like freehanding this, and I think that would also be a bad idea. We just tried that earlier. Welcome to episode 376 of How Can We Make This More Complicated? I feel like that's the theme of this show. What is this? Is this the O3? It is too. Let's visit ring out. I feel like I planned this stuff out. I could find much simpler shortcuts to accomplish the same effect in a lot of cases. But it's always like, let's draw it out in totality, and then let's figure some shit out on top of that. And then complain that the drawing it out in totality is a pain in the ass and didn't turn out how we wanted. And welcome back, Lee. Planning is not 90s. Oh, that is very true. Okay, I appreciate that, man. I needed that. I feel like Peter David would disagree, but just because he was in the 90s doesn't mean he represented the 90s. Oh, I love callback humor. Yep. Shit, ask Rob. He'll go, Peter who? But yeah, no, yeah. Well done. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I don't know. I feel like they both got what they wanted out of that. Out of the debate. You know? And you were looking at Dale Keown, yeah, Hulk and ogling the art. Yep, Dale Keown is... He's excellent and not really suited for drawing comics. He draws pieces, and that's kind of more up his alley. It's a shame because he's very good at drawing comics, but not on a monthly schedule. But yeah, no, the Peter David debate. I feel like they both got what they wanted out of that. Peter David wanted debate very clearly. Todd McFarlane got a whole bunch of press, which was all he was giving a shit about. Well, you can do it straight, straight. Pretty good. Although, also looks as though it's curving in, which I'm not really going for. That helps a little bit. You know what doesn't help is the fucking speed lines I feel like they're on the wrong angle because of this. That's what it is. Okay. Peter lost because no one cared about winning the debate. I mean... yeah, well, you know. Hey, man. I didn't see the punchline coming there. Okay, so I appreciate you executing as well as you did. Todd showed up dressed as a chicken. No, he showed up dressed as a boxer. He had shiny trunks on and a bathrobe, or I guess a dressing gown probably, and he did the whole thing topless. And he brought a boombox and blasted something. I don't know what he was blasting. I think it might have been fuck, what's his name? Who did Mama Said knock you out? LL Cool J, there we go. That's it. Ladies love, yes. He got dirty and the pig liked it. I guess, I mean, people who wanted to see the argument, I think there were a few. I think they were entertained by Peter David. You know, like it was definitely like jock versus nerd. And, you know, nerd responded as nerd can respond. And got the kind of victory, at least, that he was looking for. It just, you know, was a little bit hollow because there were other jocks that were backing up the other jock. Yeah. It sounds like more Dawkins or maybe Scorpions. It is Scorpions. Okay. I'm getting there. It's ironic they were both jock versus nerd since they're both in comics. I agree. It doesn't feel like there should be any like I guess it's kind of relative. No. Todd was a straight up jock. Yeah, no, he was. He didn't want to be a comics artist. He wanted to be a baseball player. And then he fucked up being a baseball player, so it's like, okay, I guess I'm going to be a comic artist. And then he fucking killed it at being a comics artist. It's like, god damn it. If something sells and it's good, yeah. I mean, he's a hell of a businessman in that regard, in that he has no real, I want to say ethics, like integrity and that kind of thing. Like, you know, he likes to talk integrity, but I feel like he doesn't have it as much. Pays lip service to integrity. It does strike me as crazy because, I mean, like, it's not like he, you know, just like, okay, I guess I'll try this drawing thing and then, oh, hey, look, I can do it better than most guys, or, you know, in a way that's more marketable than most guys. You know, obviously he spent a shit ton of time drawing to get to that point. But it's like, you had enough time to do that and also get to be good enough at baseball that you were thinking about doing it as a career. That's interesting. He really has no passion for whatever he's doing, only for making money doing it. Yeah, that's kind of the impression I get. I feel like baseball would have been the passion, at least for a while. The Todd versus Fantagraphics guy that... I read the interview. I haven't heard a tape. That's Gary Groth, I take it. Where... Yeah. Hang on a second. Gotta get that off the table. Get down. Yeah, I read that interview. That is interesting about Nolan North, though. And there's the bit where, like, Todd says he doesn't read. And he's like, okay, but have you checked out this? And, you know, like, you must have seen this book or this comic. He's like, no, I don't read unless it's the sports page. I was like, wait, you don't read at all? He's like, no, I don't read nothing. I get people to tell me shit. and Gary's just like flabbergasted. It's like, but you write things. How can you possibly write things when you don't read anything? I don't know, I just do it. And then he sells fucking millions of copies. Yeah. Come on, don't be a dick. I know, I'm sorry. I feel like I offended them. Like a busy pumping diet, I don't mean that in insulting with a ton. Doesn't read, sells like crazy. Yeah. I think OK and Sheldon also prefer discombobulated. Doesn't read, yeah. It's, I don't know. It bespeaks a crazy self-confidence to not read and go, I'm just gonna write shit because artists, you know, anybody can write shit. You just here, look, the dog, you know, etc. Look, I'm a writer, and then do that and publish it and make a killing at it, and go, see, it worked. I'm gonna keep doing this for 30 years. Hey, Preciado, how's it going? And Spawn works somehow. I mean, it must have. It's still going. It's still, you know, relevant somewhat. Spawn still makes noise. I'm gonna lock you something, I swear to God. I gotta close the window, I guess, because that's what he's investigating. Here. I gotta open something else. Hang on. Well, some things have a loyal customer is that he's great to his fans. Yeah. I think everybody can do the dance, so there's that. And of course this playlist is has its roots in the Peacemaker show, because that was like, fuck man, this show has some killer songs that would work very well with Blood Force. I don't think Robert Kirkman reads much either if it ain't comics. Okay. I mean, he seems to do the thing that we're just like, he's like, he knows, I assume he reads a ton of comics because he knows what people want to see. He doesn't try to innovate, really. He just kind of, I don't know, amalgamates a bunch of shit. Or at least that's kind of what Invincible was. Like, it feels like it does similar things to Blood Force, and then it just kind of works off of existing tropes and then just kind of translates them into a different kind of form. Sure, like that. Does this work? Here's a good question I haven't really been asking so far. Like Quentin Tarantino? Yeah. Like, you know, there's things that very clearly work that, you know, it's like, okay, I can think of an interesting way to do this. That it isn't even a case of people haven't seen it before, but maybe it's a little bit less common the way I'm thinking of presenting it. Or just it's been so long since anybody used it that I can kind of get away with presenting it in a stylish way and it feels new. No, he doesn't just steal everything from Asian films. He also steals from blaxploitation and westerns. Like, half of his career is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He steals from everything. You're allowed to steal from everything, you know. Yeah, these lines here are a problem. I just kind of eyeballed this last time, right? Yeah. Those westerns that stole from Japanese movies? No, that would be Fistful of Dollars. and then everything that copied Fistful of Dollars or The Magnificent Seven. Yojimbo, that's not The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly isn't stealing from a specific source, as far as I understand it. Takes influences from all over, I imagine, but I haven't heard too much about what it references directly. Yeah, in Hollywood, lots of directors steal all they can. The thing is, they don't all make good movies doing that. Yeah. And you know what we were doing, I think I got one, Jeff Darrow, amazing artist. I don't like his pacing, it drags on too long and bores me. I don't disagree with that. The thing is, in the meantime, you get to look at a bunch of Jeff Darrow artwork, and I think that's the priority. The thing is, when they're good at remixing it and not just repeating it with more words and feet. I take it we're not a Tarantino fan then. So that's just a matter of taste. I do like Tarantino, at least to some degree. I think Kill Bill is excellent. I don't care that it's mostly rehashing old shit. And, I mean, I don't really care too much about the feet because I'm not a feet guy. So it's not distracting. It's just like, look, there's feet. Yep. It's okay. Other stuff is happening too. His best movie was an adaptation. I take it we're talking about Jackie Brown. It's a good movie. But, like, I don't think he would ever claim that he's not just taking previous influences and kind of, you know, just reorganizing them and presenting them in a different way. I disagree that they suck. I think they're actually pretty good films. And they're very well made, actually. I think he's got a few hang-ups that detract a little bit, but for the most part, they're pretty good. Trying to come after Paul Dano. I don't know who Paul Dano is. Why did he take a pot shot and Owen Wilson 2026? Did he? That's kind of funny. I feel like we're getting to the point where Tarantino's having difficulty because he's like out of movies just about that he wants to make, right? So, but he's kind of used to being relevant. So now he's got to do something to get fucking headlines. Paul Dano. Is that the guy who from There Will Be Blood? I think it is. Okay, I haven't been keeping up with that shit at all. All right, I can't mediate this because I don't know what the deal is. So I'm going to request that it's not get vehement. So I'm mostly talking to you there, Lee, because I know you're the one that's going to get vehement. Oh, yeah. I missed that line that you said he was in There Will Be Blood. But I recognize the name eventually. Oh, was he the new Riddler? Oh, okay. I guess I guess I'll have to look that up after. It's like, you know what? I don't think I care that much. And of course, I'm going to forget everything that was said on this live stream as soon as I end it at the end of it. There's that as well. I might remember after. And I go, oh, wait, what was that? The Zodiac Riddler. That's fine and everything. I still haven't watched any of the Pattinson Batmans. I saw him being Mopey Bruce, and it's like, you know what? No, I'm not really into this. Sure, that works, I guess. Only one so far. Wasn't there? I thought we were up to like 3. Shit, my bad. I feel like they've been talking about 2 for a few years, so I assumed we were on the 3rd one now. Like where I transitioned whatever I thought, whatever hype is about number 2 to what I assumed was the forthcoming number 3. Still a bit po-faced. Yeah. I mean, you know. I think my favorite comic book movie is probably still Mystery Men. All the other stuff is fine. It does take itself a bit too seriously. Which is fine. Made enough money doing that. Shit, why am I getting hungry? I thought I had enough to eat before this. The writer-director of the Batman is notoriously slow? Okay. So, way to strike when the iron is ice fucking cold then. Alright. What is this? An O2? This is some weak O2 shit. Mystery Man, not Howard the Duck? No. Mothra. Mothra. No, I'm afraid I'm not a Howard the Duck fan. I didn't watch it very much growing up. So, I mean, you know, Leah Thompson's okay, but she's not like the dream girl. I'm thinking mostly Back to the Future when I think Leah Thompson. That's me personally. But yeah, no, we put it on at one point to have in the background. I couldn't get through it. It was just like, oh my god, this is fucking awful. I tried, man. I know it's like for certain people, it's just like, oh, I think I've got to write you off now. But that's how it's got to be. I understand if you got to have your principles. If Howard the Duck is the line you got to draw. No hard feelings. is the end with the stop motion creature. See, I didn't get to the end. It didn't help that fucking what's his name from Ferris Bueller was the villain too. So it's like whenever you see him, it's just like, oh, okay. I think it was a Playdeck magazine. You wanted that magazine, didn't you, Sheldon? You know, like, I can get over it to a certain degree, him being in shit. I can still watch Beetlejuice. Or Ed Wood, where he's got, like, a small role. Kind of, you know, and same with most movies that have similar kind of guys. But when he's a major part, it's like, okay, I can't enjoy this as much. Hey, MVP, thanks very much. What the fuck is this? Okay. Mothra. Oh, yeah, I'm getting the timing down. A little bit of Jim Lee paneling in here. I feel like this just doesn't look as cool as I wanted it to. Oh well. Had a basic idea for what I wanted to do. You know what? We need to outline the shit more as part of it. I think that helps. I don't think it hurts anyway. Godzilla, that should be on here. You're right. How do you not have the Mothra Godzilla double feature? How long have we been going? Like 2 hours? Okay, I'm gonna grab a quick smoke, I think. Where's my very official sign? There we go. Is that on? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna grab a smoke. I will be back shortly. Otherwise, you're not going outside. Thank you. Okay, be there in a second. Looks like there's a wall of text I gotta get through when I get back. Okay. I unquit again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to quit again soon. Don't have the money for this shit. Nothing really at the moment. Hopefully, I'll have a new page up for Occult Descent #2 in the next couple of days that I can tell everybody about. Good shit. Oh no, I'm thinking now, should I try and... No. I was gonna say, should I try and like shade all this with hatching? It's like, well, no, it's gonna be in color. This is the kind of thing where I can just put in details, not worry about the lighting, and just go, hey, Lee, can you like make this like deep background kind of shit? We're learning slowly. The Rob way, yeah. Although with, you know, more actual detail in the background. Like, I appreciate when you put particle effects in the background, but I'm not considering those as like, you know, Lee'll come up with something. It's like, oh shit, look at that. You know. Obviously, figures are a different matter, but well, yeah, the Rob way is do a thumbnail and then call that a page, and then hand it off to somebody else to turn it into comics. It's fine. He's, you know, still spending more time on the figures than he is on anything else, which is all his guys want. So it's like, okay, I guess it's working. Blow up your post-it note duels on the coffee machine. Exactly. That's the downside of that, I would think, is that you don't get any resale value. I don't know. That's fine. No, I mean, I think there's a few people who listen to his podcast who watch this. Right, Sheldon? I would too if I could stand to listen to his voice. I just can't. Being interviewed by somebody who is intelligent, it's a little bit of a different story. Like I was able to listen to the entire Cartoons Kayfabe interview, and there was some good stuff in there. And they don't quite suck up to him too much. More than I'd like, maybe, but they do still kind of, like there's some, like, this is bullshit under the surface. That interview is one of the Kayfabe Boys' best. Yeah, I've tried sitting it on some of their other interviews, and it's like, it's not as much fun as I would like. I don't know. Artists talking tends to be pretty boring. Which I get. I mean, they're not really by nature super entertaining dudes. Like they in private maybe, but like they are private people, generally speaking. And you got to be careful what you say because you're in a business that is very vindictive and takes slights very personally. The Alan Moore part, yes, I recall that. With the Blood Crips. Oh no, something like that. Which is a little funny because like Rob lives in LA and he's got Alan Moore talking about the Crips. Try to interview Alan Moore now that he's retired. I'm sure it's happened. There's nothing specific to talk to him about. So it's like you're just going to get him rambling about magic and shit, aren't you? And talking about weird thing whatever weird rabbit hole he fell down this week. Like that whole bit in the Liefeld interview where he's talking about War Child, or what eventually became War Child. It's very clear that Alan Moore fell down a bit of a rabbit hole for like 3 days and decided he wanted to write a story about, the Bloods and the Crips. And something else in there, like. The rest of the stream is just going to be tech, I feel like. Oh, speaking of, I should get the cord. We'll go for at least another hour, I think. There we go. Gallimore might have been a caretaker for people in the 90s too, like his family. I read that that's why he went MIA and played it off. Okay. Like looking after his family? Okay. Ugh, no nails. That's some Jim Lee paneling that I figured out off of X-Men #1. I'm very proud of that one. There's been a lot of trying to steal bits and pieces of tech from Wills or Mark or, or Jim. Travis Charest maybe. But that's like the one bit that sticks is the little panels that Jim Lee does. It's like, oh, I figured that. Hey, Tiana, how's it going? I think Alan Moore may have retired in an unsuccessful attempt to discourage people from adapting his stuff. That doesn't sound impossible. Just in protest? I think it sounds like he's just sick of writing superheroes. I think he said all he wanted, like most of what he wanted to say about superheroes was about Superman, probably. And he said most of it in Supreme and Tom Strong, I think. Although Tom Strong is obviously more Doc Savage, but there's still elements. But I wouldn't be surprised. He's obviously got real writer kind of ideas. The problem is that he set up all of his fame, all of his clout in comics, in specifically superhero comics. And he can go outside of that every once in a while. He's not going to have anywhere near the kind of success he has when he goes into superhero comics. So he can write shit outside of comics, if he wants to write a book, and he has. And I think it has some notoriety, but I don't know if it's the kind of notoriety you can live off of. Where are we on charge here? Around 50? 44. Okay, well, that's a little bit lower than I thought, but Alan Moore can draw too. He can. There's you wouldn't know other than, I remember in one of the, or maybe multiple Violator issues, I think it was just in Violator #1, where they showed his thumbnails. And it's like, oh shit. Like, it's not just, you know, like, you imagine if Neil Gaiman tried to do thumbnails, and it wouldn't look like anything. It's like, no, this is like, he understands things like how to set up a page and make it interesting. Like actual composition shit. I wonder how much of that Larry Hama had a hand in when he was writing, because he originally got into comics to be an artist. He was a painter. Neil Gaiman was an Arthur. Which Arthur? Arthur and the Invisibles? Or the Dudley Moore film? The PBS cartoon. The PBS cartoon. Okay, I don't know that one. The only reason I remember the movie Arthur and the Invisibles, by the way, is because I worked in a video store when that came out. There's all sorts of movies that like nobody remembers, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that movie. I was looking through what to watch last night, and some movie starring Matthew McConaughey, whatever the fuck, as like, you know, coach who something inspirational that I'm sure nobody has thought about in 20 years. And it's like, I don't remember that movie. I didn't think I watched it, but I remember having to lay out the fucking cases. Most times I can remember it. Oh wow, that is weird. The Neil Gaiman thing. Oh, that Arthur. Oh fuck, I never watched that shit. Is it McConaughey? Okay, if I'm not on camera, I can probably pronounce it. I swear. I've never had that problem before now. Not the first time I've said that. The little kid who shrinks and gets late. What? I missed that one. Oh, this is some bullshit tech we're drawing here. This is like classic shit for me. Just do lines. It's like one step up from Rob Liefeld drawing, taking his like different square templates to the background and just going off. Yeah, you click the link. You'll probably recognize the style anyway, and it's fucking kind of creepy actually. I did not need to see furry cosplay Neil Gaiman. Thanks, Monty. Appreciate it, man. I assume you're kind of stopping in and out. Oh, this is fucking Return of the Living Dead. I've heard this enough now that I recognize the intro. All right, good stuff. They're playing around in Blender. That's awesome. Speaking of Neil, I was juggling Jill Thompson art the other day. No, she's good. Probably one of the first comics artists I knew about because of Scary Godmother on Cartoon Network. Okay. I only knew about her from. I didn't know there was a Scary Godmother cartoon. I only knew about her from when she drew like brief lives in Sandman and shit like that. Yeah, and I knew about like her and Melinda Gebbie because Alan Moore wouldn't stop using her. No, they are. They're very nice. Don't work very well for mainstream comics for the most part, but it worked perfectly for something like Sandman. You know who didn't work that well was Sean McManus. That was a weird one. She does sound like a nice lady. She's a pro wrestling fan. Apparently. Have you ever read Sandman? Yeah, Sheldon. The brief live story where they find destruction. That was her. And it was pretty good. She would live tweet Monday Night Raw. Okay, cool. I dig that. From Logan Salmon. Audiobook with only the first 4 discs played. Oh. Oh. It's a good book. That's the only thing by Neil Gaiman I've ever really connected to. Although, I can't think of too many other comics that he's written, apart from like Mr. Punch. Because he wanted to get out of comics as soon as he could, so he could like become a real writer. Like when I saw Arthur and the Invisibles as a kid, Scary Godmother, and 29. Yeah, you are kind of the kid here, Robo. That's okay. I imagine in most chats, you're the old guy. Yeah, we're all pushing 50 here. That's okay. It's refreshing, right? We're finding out that Neil Gaiman wrote the all CGI, whatever, Beowulf. Or he wrote one of the treatments for it, at least. And it was like, what the fuck? Man, he's really just trying to, like, write whatever he can, right? And Stardust, whatever that was. You are the oldest everywhere else. That's what I figured. Like, it's mostly, like, 17-year-olds. Whenever you go into a chat. You get a few drop by here, and they hang out for a minute, and they go, oh, you guys are all fucking old. This is weird. This is why this thing will never take off. We're gonna get millions of people watch. Like, you're not gonna get millions of guys in their 50s watching anything. No, Coraline, that's what, yeah. Which apparently scarred my daughter. So much that she's not allowing her daughters to watch Coraline until they're at least 12. Because the button eyes creeped her the fuck out. This sounds like accept. No, this is bullet, okay. When Pokemon dropped, I was coming home from graveyard shift and watching early morning Cartoon Network before going. Okay, yeah. When Pokemon dropped, I feel like I was still in high school. Like the cards, anyway. I might be thinking of Magic the Gathering, though. I might conflate them a little bit, because they seemed like the same thing to me at the time. At least in some aspects. Like, what is with these fucking card games? I think it streams with middle-aged dudes, and mostly they don't have more than 15 people watching. Yes! And hey, Matt, how's it going? I'm thinking of Magic. Okay, I was thinking of Magic. All right. Yeah, you don't get, like, viral with the middle-aged crowd, you know? You gotta aim your shit at tweens. And it's like, you know what? I don't think I can do that. Oh, thanks, Matt. I appreciate it, man. Oh, yeah, when I went with the high contrast look. It's weird having, like, different looks in different panels. I'm not used to that. I don't know if it's turning out right. Gaiman ran Coraline by his daughter to see if it was too scary. His daughter lied, so he would finish reading her the story. Nice. I was here when Pokemon Mania was here, but I still liked it. My mom got me. Yeah, okay. Oh, you had the Pokemon sheets? Jesus. And yeah, I was out of high school when when Pokemon got popular. So I never really caught on to any of it. I think it's probably, yeah, it showed up like when I was right after high school, and it's like, and I assumed that was like that Magic the Gathering shit from the end of high school. Yep. Also there for OG Transformers and TMNT. He-Man, all them shits. Shit, I reference Bravestar in some of my comic videos. Ow, ow. I just realized I've been using microns for most of this, and now my finger is getting indented. My LCS got taken over by cards, and I was like, nope, yep. Exactly. They were just starting, because I moved in 2002, and where I moved, we didn't have an LCS, and I really haven't had one since. But they were starting to creep in around that time. They were definitely focusing more on toys, because the McFarlane toys were starting to take off, I guess. Like they were starting to get really good, and they were kind of hitting their boom. That was around when I felt like having to get a couple. So I got like, yeah, like the Pumpkinhead one and the Samurai Spawn or whatever, and Ash, as I recall. That Ash one fell apart pretty quickly. TMNT 2003. Okay. I mean, there's quality TMNT through the ages, it seems like. So I don't begrudge you that. 1990 is still the best version, but you can absolutely have your TMNT. Y'all took everything out of the middle of the store and put it in tables, and it became a teenage hangout, and I wasn't in this. Yeah, I get that. I started reading comics regularly in 2024. Oh, okay, so yeah, you're still fresh. Well, welcome to the old guys cast. Not like you're new or anything for this channel, but still. No, it was funny because I think my LCSs didn't focus on card games that I saw. Again, it was 2002 when I really stopped going regularly. But the one place that I went to in Toronto, the Hairy Tarantula, which was a privately owned, like it was, not any kind of franchise or anything. The owner was very counterculture, I suppose. I don't know. I thought he was. He didn't comb his hair, is what I'm saying. And the one time we wanted to talk to him. He wasn't in the. This is when we were doing the con, actually, the convention, leading up to it. We wanted to ask questions, and then we didn't really have questions to ask when we got there. But yeah, so they're like, oh yeah, no, he's not here right now. Here, you can go find him at his place. And we went there, and it was all just like, it was pillows laid out everywhere, and like these 2 rows of people playing each other in Magic that went like the length of this apartment. It's a very long apartment, with like a row up the middle, and at the end sat the owner, Leon, and he had like a couple of people around him, and he was on his own pillow, and it felt like we were going to talk to the Grand Master or something. It was fucking crazy. Hey, Stevie. Thanks very much. Yeah. No, like, if it hadn't been for the magic cards, you would have thought you walked in on an orgy or like in an opium den. That's maybe the best kind of comparison. Except that, yeah, it was just dorks, pairs of dorks leading off into the horizon, playing, playing magic. Like, I don't have a lot of good stories, but that's one of the few where it's like, what was exactly that was a weird situation. Just one of those indications, like, man, weird shit does happen in places where you're not looking. I probably won't be playing She Likes My Cock. I played Show Me Your Tits one time, which was fun. But for the most part, I don't, like, it's a little distracting. And Hasbro's apparently suing Wizards of the Coast. Apparently, they want them to pay damages because they printed so many Magic cards they fucked up the value. What? Wouldn't Wizards of the Coast be suing Hasbro then? Like, Hasbro doesn't. If Hasbro's just the printer, they don't care about the value, do they? They don't own the property. And it's like, I think it's the other way around. Okay, yeah. Hasbro against you, but okay. On the other hand, like, don't you have quality control? I feel like Wizards of the Coast just can't really be sympathized with anymore. From what I've heard recently. Recently being like the last 5 years. Kind of like Blizzard, where they just got too big and they just keep fucking up by saying the wrong thing. I feel like I might have got that on the head there. This is gonna be like 3.5. This is Brain's dream, and he's missing it. This is the 4-hour panel. Poor guy, man. Doing the Top Cow talent search. Oh no, no. So that was brought up last week, and I think I looked at it, and I thought about it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I'd get anywhere with it, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, because it's like I'm in like a very not doing anything kind of mindset right now until I get the house back, which is going to be on Wednesday. We'll see if I can get in a mindset for it after that. Like June or something, right? It is a little bit like, oh, really? The darkness? No, you can do Witchblade too. Oh, Witchblade. Oh. But I feel like, I can do it. And I might do an okay job. It might be fun. But, like, if Joe Sontag decides to do an entry, like, I'm toast. So, I don't know. And, like, why wouldn't he? I don't know. Isn't that kind of his dream job? Doing a darkness thing? Well, it's either you either do it. They give you the issues that you have to reference or use to draw from, and it's either a specific issue of Darkness or a specific issue of Witchblade, and they give you the page numbers you're supposed to enter. And you're not supposed to deviate from the page numbers. There's a talent search. Yeah, I thought the answer was very close off. It is largely, but no, it seems like Top Cow is looking for like one guy. So in that case, it's like I don't know if I'm that one guy. I don't think I am, but I could see about putting something together. I don't know. The other thing is that like I've got fucking commissions to do. It's like I'm really gonna do like 10 pages when I should be drawing for people who've already paid? I don't know. I think I gotta kind of take priority there. So I might have to skip this one. There is a thing where Isaac Bell is going to be printing. He's going to be printing something, and he wants entries for pinups in the back, and it's like that seems a bit more up my alley. I could do like one page. That'd be fun. Yeah, exactly. You need the commission. You already paid for it. What if Joe's gonna enter? Yeah. I gotta assume he will. His stuff is so very clearly influenced by the darkness. Like where to the point where it just kind of looks like a darkness character. Well, I mean, you know, the commissions work great, except now I got to draw them. Right? But shit, I did the easy part first. Have you figured out what you want for a commission, Sheldon? I can't remember if we talked about it. I don't think we did. I know I've talked with one guy a little bit, but it's been kind of hard again to just get time to myself for that kind of thing. There you go, Lee. Same rate, I imagine? So it wouldn't be a physical thing, obviously, the color version, but I feel like Sheldon knows that, so that's okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure, man. I'm in. Sorry, I should clarify because I know I have a tendency to just kind of talk and assume that people know that I'm referring to them directly. Sheldon said, wondering if you would do a cover to my occult descent. Yes, I will do that. When is that? Because you were saying earlier that that's coming out soon, right? Or somebody was saying something like that. Like, how soon do you need it? I don't think I can do that on stream because that'll get put off. Like, you know, only working on it twice a week kind of thing. But I don't know, maybe. Although you're probably going to want to see it as I draw it, so that might be fun. Okay, so change my mind completely right there. Ow, my fucking finger. Doing a sign. There you go. Lee gave his contact info if you want to get in touch with him. Yeah, it might be a little while before we get to that point because obviously I would have to draw it first, but. Doing a sign up page soon. We probably won't launch until March, April. Okay, cool. Actually, doing commissions on streams, it tends to work out very well because I get help from the guys in the chat. That worked out well for that Uncle Jerk piece I did. Not sure I would have figured out how to draw Iz's feet were it not for that. I might have had difficulty. There we go. Yes. Oh, the Apple one as well. Still hanging on to that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send that out soon. That was another good one. That was fun. Yeah. It had been long enough since I did the high contrast thing too that it was like a little bit fresh again. That was the thing. By the time I got to the end of the Popo sequence in the high contrast, it was like, man, I'm a little sick of high contrast stuff. So take a couple of months off, and it's like, yeah, let's go. And all the stuff that I didn't do with high contrast that I was thinking, why didn't I do this? I can throw that in now. I don't think this panel is going to get done today. That's fucking nuts. I mean, you know, we're going straight from pencils, but like it's one panel in fucking. How are we at? Like 3 hours? Just about at 3, yeah. All right, back to this. But I feel like I gotta have a high volume of completed commissions in order to get more commissions or something. Or I don't know, get regulars who get more, who routinely ask for commissions or something. Because like, the lack of people asking is a little bit, it bugs me sometimes. It's like I tell people about commissions all the time. I post commissions when I do them. It just doesn't happen very often. This is a lot of noodly fucking tech detail for a dude who doesn't like drawing tech that much. Problem with commissions, most people only want one, so having regular clients, yeah, is rare. Yeah, that is, yeah, that's fair. And I mean, I've never commissioned anybody to do anything, so it's not like I can go, you know. It's easy. You just talk to the dude and ask for a thing. It's like, how would I know? I assume most people are like me, in which, and they go, you know, man, that looks cool. Wish I could have one of those. On we go, you know, like flip to something else. Hey, Raven, how you doing, buddy? Start drawing anime, furry, trans, cheesecake, and you'll be overwhelmed with conventions. Yeah, probably. I'm good. I'm good being broke. I mean, the people who got commissions off of the Blood Force thing, I'm kind of locked into whatever they want to do. So, someone says furry there, I'm like, okay. You just gotta clench down, and here you go. Furry dick girls are always, yeah. I imagine. We'll see what they request. So far, the first dude I've talked to has asked for reasonable stuff. So I'm like, okay. I imagine Sheldon, the worst it'll get is he'll ask for tits. I'm like, okay, I can draw tits. And I think there's like 3 more. So we'll see how those go. Gloria's get mission draw. I mean, it's true. If the commission is high enough, yep, I'll do it. When it comes to drawing, anyway. I may not show it off after, but yeah, sure. Go for it. Of course you would ask. I assume you would ask for tits, Sheldon. And I'm like, that's fine. I can draw tits. Muscle mommies are fun. Haven't really tried it yet. I have been sneaking a bit more musculature into Maxtremus recently to see how that looks. And it's like, yeah, it still works fine. And I mean, he's still kind of like superhero shit. So yeah, it doesn't fit too well with the image thing. Is the only thing because they didn't really do that. Maybe I'll just commission half of it since the cover. Okay, fair enough. Oh, is that the? Okay, we'll talk about that. So you don't have to touch people's taste, but if you ask for the torso woman attached to the abdomen and legs of a spider, I'm going to fucking judge you. Yeah. What? You're gonna make me look up Driders, aren't you? Oh, it's a D&D thing? Okay. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Now Lee's gonna think of the worst thing he can think of and go, just yeah, oh yeah, no, it's kind of like this thing. Where does the silk come from? Yeah. All right. Well, it's like when they did the Shadow of Mordor sequel, I think, but they did, and they included Sheila, but they made her like half a hot lady. I was like, what are you doing? Who are you doing this for? This is the thing I have to relate it to. Monster fuckers are valid, sure. Not above judgment. Go ahead, do your thing. Don't tell me about it. There's forums for that shit. Stick to that. I feel like that's the thing that's been lost. If the other half is a spider, the human half is not. Yeah. Yeah, and or at least it doesn't matter how hot. You know, it's just like, no, that's not cool. It's not okay. You could use that to advantage by like trying to creep the audience out by making her like super fucking hot from the waist up, and then just like revolting. You know, and people do that. That works. And again, and the unpleasant thing is that there's going to be people who are into that. Depends on the mermaids, I think. Yes, and Dark Souls seems like the kind of game that would do that, for sure. So that does not surprise me. We're talking about Where's the cloaca? I feel like this has gotten out of control a little bit. Which, of course, implies that it was ever under control. Which, not so much, I suppose. Never mind. I didn't say anything. $95% human looking or nothing. I think I'm kind of with you. They're okay. I will allow for some deviation. But, like, there is definitely a point where it's like, nope, too far. This was a mistake. Let me off. Alien Nation aliens are okay? I think so. Potentially, although again, I think you'd have difficulty finding those hot. But Eh, not into bald chicks. That's the only thing. And I don't know what the visitors from V look like. I think Raven was saying, yeah, but alienation, aliens look at some kind of disease. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. That's a little harsh, but yeah, not quite my thing. I think Raven's saying understood that they're lizards, but you know, as long as they keep up the illusion, you know, all good. The 50-ish peeps being weird as you. Yeah. Is Robo still here? Did we chase him off? You say that until you find out you find her eating your kid's pet hamster. Okay, is she eating your kid's pet hamster during? I think that's the question. Because yes, that would be a deal breaker. Yeah, everyone's having a good time. Exactly. Are the Twi'leks from Star Wars? Who are the Twi'leks? Oh, right, with the. Okay. They got tentacles. They don't have hair though. I think that's close enough to hair that it's acceptable for me personally. Obviously, your tastes may differ. As long as the hamster doesn't go into a tube for things. I mean, you don't have to be an alien for that shit. But yeah, yeah, I agreed. Still. You just have to be deplorable. You're not down on Navi? I think you're alienating a large portion of fucking something. Then lots of people were down on Navi. I don't think I've ever watched Avatar and went hot, but you know. Oh yeah, you like them with meat on the bone there, don't you, Lee? I think OK's probably in the same boat on that one. Now you're straight up ugly. I mean, they're designed to not be, is the thing. So, I mean, they went out of their way to, you know, give them the big eyes. Furry indoctrination. Ooh, yeah, that's true. It's insidious. One of the new we went. Okay. Oh, because of the makeup. Yeah. Okay. I haven't seen it. The commercials. I mean, like I see Avatar shit, and I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck. It's not interesting to me. But... That's it. I sat through like 20 minutes of that of a movie called Werewolves last night. I don't know if anybody if you're familiar with that. That was fucking shit. Terrible werewolves, terrible dialogue. Terrible, pretty much everything as far as I saw. No, just called Werewolves. Starring Frank Grillo. I feel like if it's starring Frank Grillo seems to star in a lot, by the way. I looked him up after, and I was like, holy shit. He's in like 5 movies a year. So that's a dude who just doesn't give a shit about what he's in. He wants to make money. I'm okay with that. I can respect that. And Lou Diamond Phillips has a key role. Yeah, he got bills to pay, exactly. I've not heard of Werewolves Within, but you're piquing my interest. Lord of Illusions. Is that a 90s movie? I think I remember that. Like that strikes like Wishmaster chords for me. 95. Yes, I remember that cover. And it is a Clive Barker thing. All right. Scott, is that Bakula? Count Bakula? Benny from The Mummy. Benny. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah. I mean, Clive Barker movies don't move the needle much for me. Uh-oh. I accidentally drew a dick there. Hang on, we'll fix that. Nobody saw it, my hand was in the way. Oh, for fuck's sake. That should be a saying. Once you go Blackula, you never go Backula. Oh, poor Backula. Okay, I'll just straight up admit I don't get end ravens. That's okay. This is going to be fun when I come back to this, because this is just going to be fill in the 3 blank textures that you didn't know what to do. You know? And the panel down here that you kind of know what's going on, but it's like, I'm not sure how to execute. No Quantum? No, sorry, man. I don't remember shit about Quantum Leap. I think I watched, like, you know, like maybe a half dozen episodes when I was a kid. Sorry, I know I'm a letdown on that one. That's okay. Yeah, I referenced Parker Lewis Can't Lose a little while back, okay? I got my own things. I guess we should try and do a little bit of spritz and then call it. If we can find my toothbrush. There it is. Oh, shit, I found it. Use so much modeling every night on yours. Okay. I didn't. Thanks for that, Lee. I guess some people don't worry about drawing a dick. And hey, Moth, what's your opinion on Total Drama Island? My opinion is that I don't watch it. People can watch it if they want. I will not have an opinion on it. Sorry. It's so rare I remember to watch anything. I'm not going to waste my time on that shit. No, you know, not saying anything about your taste, but... A little bit, not too much. Too much will be the white. Now, we'll clean this up after. That's okay. It's mostly going to be white spatter after, but I'll be next week's. There we go. There's an episode where he was in a woman's body and he convinced the dude that he was a man because he understood how it feels to be kicked in the balls. Man, Quantum Leap was a thinker's show. Oh shit, I'm gonna get off right when fucking Whitesnake comes on? I guess so. All right, so that's where I'm going to call it, although I am enjoying the conversation. So I don't know, maybe we should just stick around for a bit and talk about Quantum Leap. All right, but yeah, I got to go and, like, let my finger heal. Every time I'm using microns for too long, just, like, slowly just driving it into my fingertip. So, all right. Thanks very much for sticking around, guys. This has been fun. Hopefully I will see you. I think I'm going to do this again on Wednesday. Because Wednesday evening I should have free. We'll see. I'll confirm later on. Thanks, Monty. Appreciate it, bud. So, yeah, just keep an eye out. I should be here like 3-4 days. So that'll be good. We get back to schedule, hopefully. Maybe I can even start making videos soon. Won't that be nice? All right. Oh, fuck. Can I do this with my fingers covered in ink? I think so. See you guys.